Okay, so in terms of awareness for the week, we have the Three of Swords and we have the Magician. So the Three of Swords is, as you see the woman here clutching her heart. Not quite sure if I can see that, but you could see the swords here. This is a card of feeling hurt, of feeling loss, of feeling, for some you may feel devastated. It's a card of degrees. So for some it may be a really deep cutting pain. For others it may be the pain that you can't get away from. So with the Three of Swords, we've all been there where we have this, something has happened to cause us to feel hurt and to cause us to feel disappointed, devastated, depressed, whatever it is. There's a action, and then the consequence is that we feel it, and we feel the pain. So whether someone has hurt you, maybe they've said unkind things about you, they've gossiped. Maybe it's a partner who has lied, who has cheated, who has ghosted you. Well, so many things can happen that can lead us to feel that we're hurt. It also could be something like not getting the promotion that you thought you would be getting, all the time and energy you've put into a job, and then someone else gets what you were hoping for, and this pain is very visceral, it's very real. So, everybody goes through this Three of Swords. We always have this, the day that we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be recover from the pain here. But the good news is that ultimately you do. And this is a minor arcana card. This is something that we have to learn to deal with, that we have to learn to find a way to process the loss, the disappointment, the hurt, the crying, the pain. It does make us stronger. And, it is going to happen again because that's just the nature of life. And so, you have to allow yourself to feel it and then do what you can do to start to get out of it, which is to focus on the future. Focus on what's going to make you happy. Focus on you. What are your needs? What are your desires? What is it that can put you in a better place? It may be step by step, but it's something that you're going to have to say, yep, this really hurt, this really stinks, but I need to move on from this. And I have this experience as part of my chapter in my life, which I can refer to, which I have a better understanding. So hurt, disappointment, loss, could be lies, deception. The good news is we have, in terms of awareness, we have the Magician. And the Magician represents a new cycle and a new opportunity. And it's by you realizing all the power that you do have, and all the magic lies in your hands of what you can create and what you can use your abilities, your strengths, your talents to do. And so when you look at everything on your table, all the resources that the universe has blessed you with and that you've worked hard for, you use those, you create the alchemy, you create the magic, you spin things around in that top hat, and then you pull out the beautiful rabbit. You trust your faith and you take steps to get you into a new opportunity, a new cycle. If this is about a relationship, it's about manifesting a new relationship, more than likely a better relationship. It can be about manifesting your dreams or your desires with respect to your career, taking that extra course, being tutored by someone, being mentored. But you are in charge. You're the magician. You have this, it's your show. And you're standing out in front of the world and the crowd, and it's up to you to create, to manifest. And it's the magic within your life. And so sometimes you have to bend in different ways. You have to kind of twist and turn as the magician, and you just have to roll with it. and you have to move forward. So powerful card here with the Magician. Just the only other thing that I would drop in here is the shadow side of the Magician is someone who's manipulative, someone who is using magic for not the best purposes. And so if this Three of Swords is related to someone who manipulated you, again, that will take time to process and to move on, but try to think of the Magician in terms of yourself and of what you can do and what you can create from this point forward. So in terms of guidance, we have the Page of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana. So the Page of Wands is the youthful and earnestness of the page who represents wands. And wands are about your passions. Wands are about things that make you feel enthusiastic and excited about life. And so here we have perhaps a suggestion here to take life by the hand. Don't let disappointment slow you down. This Page of Wands is, go out and live. Go out and have some fun. It's time to have some fun. Don't sit and cry every night when someone calls up and spontaneously says, let's go to a movie or let's go to happy hour. Then get out there and do it. And so the Page of Wands, it's about looking for experiences, perhaps traveling, exploring, and building the adventure within your life. It's really finding the joy in living. So allow yourself to feel that joy in living. Don't hold yourself out. This is playing your flute. It's just take time to do something that's going to make you feel good and to make you feel happy and perhaps part of a group or such. So here's this taking action. Do something for yourself that's going to make you feel fulfilled, feel happy. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, this wheel, always spinning, always in motion, just like the seasons always turn. With the Wheel of Fortune, we understand that the universe is turning the wheel and that sometimes we are on top of the wheel and the random events that happen work in our favor. There are other times when events don't work in our favor. They're less than optimal. So you have to think about how you respond to each of, how these things come and go in out of your life, the flow of events that happen, unexpected. Some are expected, some are unexpected. It's a matter of how you respond and how you react. So this week, take care or be mindful as if something new turns out, a new opportunity, something out of the blue, of how you react to it. Are you going to make it work for you? Or are you going to let it pull you down? Or are you going to get upset? So it's really a matter of how you can think about all of the movement within life. Now, on a literal level, this could suggest that maybe things are picking up, that you are getting out there, that you are having this momentum, that the pace is picking up. And finally, let's see what we have in terms of possible outcomes. We have the Five of Swords and we have the Knight of Cups. So the Five of Swords is about, it's about a battle. It's about maybe a heated discussion, some type of conflict, where someone feels that it's really important for them to make their point and to win. And the other person is either saying, I'll never win this, I'm going to walk away. This is going to ruin our friendship, it's going to ruin our relationship. Or they tried their hardest, but they didn't come out on top. So we have this idea of conflict, heated discussions, someone very intent on winning within your life this week. So be mindful of that in your relationships. And again, perhaps it's related to this continuation of the Three of Swords where, maybe it's a discussion about what happened and you just have to really weigh from what perspective are you seeing this illustration? Are you standing here walking away with the swords? Or are you, leaving it behind? Conflict, arguments, again, part of the daily experience along with getting hurt. We have to find ways to manage them. We have to find our own way of dealing with things. And then once we deal with it, to let it go, to move on, to just end it, and then carry on with your vision of the magician and your action of what you want to do. So, Five of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a welcome relief here. The Knight of Cups, here he is without his helmet on. He's in the beautiful night sky, coming on this grand horse to you. Knight of Cups, it's about your emotional experiences. It's about relationships. It's a focus for you on relationships. It's also possible offerings. So for some of you who are single and looking, this could be an opportunity. It could be a water sign, someone who is very sensitive, kind, empathetic, who would be lovely to be with, to go on a date with. Very attentive. For some of you, it may be, if you're in relationships, this may be a suggestion to you to pay attention to your relationships, to tell someone how you feel, how you care, and to express love and consideration. And it's certainly not a bad idea, particularly when we have cards like the Five of Swords or the Three of Swords, where our emotions may take a hit and we may feel emotionally volatile. And so here's the Knight of Cups, an offering of peace, an offering of kindness, of sweetness, and of love. So whether it's someone that you know, that you care about, and you're going to spend some time, that's a good thing. If you're in the dating game, you may be on dates with someone who would have the characteristics of the Knight of Cups. But it's to focus on the emotions and our emotional experiences. So interesting read for you, Scorpio. Let's see what we have in terms of an affirmation for the week. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So if you are feeling stuck, and beleaguered perhaps, I think that it's important to think about what the Magician brings and this Page of Wands, which is your ability to create and to manifest and to reset. One step at a time. And finally, let's see what we have in terms of a love message. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And when you give love, hopefully you'll get equal love in return. I think the Beatles sang about that. The love you make is equal to the love you take. So demonstrate your love. Even though sometimes we have rough times and we feel bitter or we feel upset and we feel like hopeless, get back to the core of love.